Okay, this is a response video, well, response rant to something that PM Rants actually posted, and I know people are going to go, oh no, Puck's doing another response video. Shut up. I don't care. It's just because, honestly, I just got done watching it, and it's something that's been kind of on my mind too. He's talking about religion being a bad thing. And on the whole, I'm kind of on board with that. I think organized religion is a bad thing. I don't know if religion itself is a bad thing, though. Now, I'm not a religious person. Before you all of a sudden you go, oh my god, Puck's a religious person. That makes everything so logical. No, it's not. It's not about that. It's not about me being religious or being an atheist. I'm actually an agnostic. I believe there's something beyond our understanding. But then again, science is beyond our understanding. The metaphysical may just be something that we don't quite get yet. But what I'm more looking to talk about is that he's like, well, if religion just went away, wouldn't it be better? And it's not really going to go away, and yada yada yada, back and forth. But regardless, I think what we're missing the point here is that religion isn't such a bad thing on a basic level. It teaches basic human morality, and while there are quote unquote laws, he's like, oh my god, there's laws to live by. But what it all really does teach you is, it's like, don't be a fucking asshole. I mean, that's really what religion's all about. It's always what I've ever been about. It's like, feel guilty for being an asshole, make up for being an asshole, and don't be an asshole in the whole. Don't kill, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, don't sleep around with other people's wives. I mean, the major tenets are basically like, non-asshole clauses. Now, where religion gets its bad name and its bad rap from is the fact that people abuse religion and hide behind it with this kind of catch-all shield. They're like, oh, I'm a religious person. Bump! Alright, I don't take any kind of responsibility in my life. I don't. I just have to hide behind this big fake shield and be like, oh, I can say whatever I want and hurl whatever insults I want at anybody. And I can judge everybody from my high horse. And organized religion really takes advantage of the downtrodden, telling that there's something better beyond this life. So just trudge along in this life, and be subservient to the church and whatnot. And that isn't cool either. But I mean, the same thing can be said for government, gaming, YouTube, anything. I mean, the guy that I'm talking about here, and I'm hoping he's going to watch this or listen to this, actually made this worst of video that I had to say how I wound up onto this. It's like the worst of everything. It's the worst in his opinion. Now, a couple of the channels that I watch regularly are ones that he is like, this is the worst thing on YouTube. Well, it's the worst thing to your opinion and your view. And that's the whole thing, is that the world is a very, very much cultured, much larger place than this little small cubbyhole you're sticking yourself into. And because yeah, sure, you're an atheist. You don't believe there's a God. Well, that's fine. You don't have to believe there's a God. I don't technically believe there's a God. There might be something beyond that we don't understand. But I'm kind of on board with the whole non-God, invisible being in the sky, the old George Carlin rant of, the invisible man looking down, smiling down at all his children and all that kind of bullshit, I understand that is what you probably feel, but at the same time, I mean, religion does good things. I mean, when it's just like anything else, any group of people can do a good thing, and any group of people can do a bad thing, There were the Nazis, who were definitely not religious, who did horrible things, and there's a Westboro church that does horrible things. And definitely are religious. It's any group of people can do stupid assholic things, whether it be any denomination of faith or any group of people on the internet or any group of people in real life. Anywhere can do this kind of stuff. And just because your personal opinion of that is negative, you've had negative experiences with them. If you've had positive experiences with them, then of course you're going to encourage him to go to church and whatnot. Now, again, organized religion, as far as I'm concerned, can just kind of just fade away. Because, honestly, from a secular perspective, this whole little boys being abused thing, and, the big scandal that could be leading to the Pope going away forever, and coming to a new Pope, because he doesn't want to deal with all the crap that the church is going to be in a few months' time, that's the kind of stuff that happens because they put these rules and laws inside of organized church. But preaching to people, and the reason religion was actually really probably invented before organized religion took it over, was basically to pass along some morality and decency and common courtesy and human emotion to people. Because keep in mind that all those right and wrong triggers in your brain, the fact that it's wrong to steal and wrong to kill, but right to hug and right to care for one another, all of those things are taught to you. There's very little that is not taught to you as what is good and what is bad. What words are good words used, what words are bad words used. All of these things are things that are taught to you. And the church was one manner of teaching a general good lesson. And I mean, when I have kids, they're going to be going to Catholic school. Not because I believe in religion, and I'm going to set them down and say, look, you can believe what they're teaching you, or you can just not believe and just go. But listen to the values they're giving you. Because I want them to understand that, yes, there are values in the world, that you do have to value one another and value other human beings' lives. And I want them to do charity work. I want them to see the downtrodden that actually aren't as privileged as they are to actually have clothing and a home to go to and a school to learn in and, items in their lunch and, toys and games and everything else. I want them to understand and value that. And the best way is actually through Christian or Muslim or Judaic or any religious group, because a lot of what they do is actually good work. I mean, I understand on the whole top level, religion bad evil organization, but government bad evil organization too. It's the same basic thing. You're forced to give these people a chunk of your money every month or whatever. Like if you tithe, if you're doing that for Christianity, I don't know if Muslims have it or Jews have it. The Judaic religion actually has it. I don't even know if tithing is a thing anymore. But when you donate to a church, you give money to your church, you're pressing the church is going to do something good with that. And sometimes they'll do something good, but sometimes they'll do they'll put a big fucking silver cross on top of the church and be like, oh look, we did something good. Like, no, you're just advertising, And the same thing goes with the government. You give money to the government takes the money and says, oh, we're going to do something good with this, and then they bail out Fortune 500 companies. It's the same thing. Any organization can be corrupted. Any group of people can be corrupted. It just assuming that because religion is bad because it makes you believe in fake promises, well, fuck, apparently you didn't look at the election, because there's tons of fake promises there. But anyways, just kind of food for thought, I suppose, in the end of the day. And people who hate my rants, fuck off. This is my channel. I'll make them if I want.